Welcome back to Now You Know BC. Today's episode is all about skateboarding in BC. We're going to do a giveaway, but first, I've got some more skateboarding stories to tell you. Did you know that on August 29th, 2013, the mayor of Vancouver made an official proclamation deeming it an appreciation day for a pro skateboarder? It's true. Then Mayor Gregor Robertson signed the official notice deeming it Rick Howard Appreciation Day. It was in celebration of an international skateboard superstar who grew up here and then moved on to California, where he started Girl and Chocolate Skateboards with film director Spike Jonze, fellow pro skateboarder Mike Carroll, and most importantly, certified genius Megan Baltimore, who is pretty much the only reason this company is still in business. And Rick Howard Day is, again, I'm sorry to make this all about me, but this is my show and I do what I want. I was the one who made this day happen. The way I did it was that I had an in at the mayor's office at the time, and Rick's company, who I used to work for when I lived in California, was about to celebrate its 20th anniversary. They invited me and a few other people who used to work in their art department to be in an art show where we were all tasked with designing a skateboard graphic to celebrate the occasion. When I worked at Girl and Chocolate Skateboards in the early 2000s, I designed mostly dumb stuff, honestly. This board was the first ever Ouija board for Eric Costin. This floating head board was for Rick McCrank. I designed a bunch of really dumb stuff and I wrote a bunch of really dumb stuff for their website, crailtap.com. For the art show, which took place at Antisocial Skateboard Shop on Main Street in Vancouver, I wanted to do something extra special to celebrate the company's anniversary and to honor Rick, specifically because when I quit working there, I did it in a spectacular fashion and I burned a bridge, and Rick hated me for years, as he should have, and he didn't talk to me, and I wanted to apologize him and mend the fence. So I started by designing this board that says Rick Howard is awesome. And then I reached out to my contact at the mayor's office and I explained how Rick grew up here, how he went on to become a pro skateboarder, an international superstar, and an influential business owner, and that he continues to fly the flag in Vancouver as a goodwill ambassador around the world, which he still does. Even now, it's 12 years after this, after Rick Howard Appreciation Day. Another board I wanted to show you, which I had nothing to do with the creation of, but I believe to be the first Northwest Coast indigenous art that's been licensed for use on a professional model skateboard. I've never seen a pro commission a board like this before. We've seen this type of artwork before on boards many times. Sometimes it's been given the blessing by the artist who did it. Other times it's been appropriated, and we've never seen it before on a pro model. This is Chad Dixon's first board for Colonialism Skateboards, a skateboard company in Canada with a mission, and who my guest on the show earlier has a pro model board with. Their primary objective is to educate the public on elements and the history and culture of Indigenous peoples. And aside from Chad Dixon, whose board this is, and Rosie Archie and others, they also have Joe Buffalo on their team. Joe is a residential school survivor who went on to become a pro skateboarder. Tony Hawk was the executive producer on a documentary all about him and his journey to inspire kids everywhere. This is one of Joe's first boards. It is his residential school ID card. It's heavy. Chad Dixon is Tlingit from the Eagle Clan, and his uncle Tom Dixon did the artwork for that board that I just showed you. And it was released a couple years ago. You might be able to find it on eBay, but it's currently sold out in stores. I proudly keep one of these on the wall here on the set of the show, and one tucked away in my personal collection. And now you know the story behind it.